As the federal election campaign started, Immigration Minister Kenney made an impassioned plea to a group of Jewish high school students, urging them to volunteer for the conservative campaign to show their support for Israel. A video of Kenney's speech shows him telling the kids at the B'nai Akavist School in Toronto that Stephen Harper stood up for Israel aggressively in 2006 when it invaded Lebanon. Kenney told the students that Harper resisted pressure from his staff to take a milder position.
The media went to Prime Minister Harper, or rather, people went to Prime Minister Harper, his advisors, and said, Prime Minister, the media want to hear what you think about Israel's response. And some people said, Prime Minister, we think you should wait until you hear the international consensus. That's how Canada used to be governed, was to follow the international consensus. He said, no, we're going to speak the truth and we're going to lead the international consensus. And so he went out and defended Israel's actions as being reasonable and in fact restrained under the circumstance.
Kenney didn't mention Michael Ignatieff by name, but alluded to a controversial appearance by the Liberal leader on a Quebec talk show when he attacked the invasion.
There was another political leader who at the same time, when he saw that the winds were blowing against Israel, went out on a popular TV show and said that Israel in fact was guilty of war crimes.
Kenney finished his speech to the students by implying they have a religious responsibility to volunteer in the election.
Especially because, in many ways, democracy, the whole democratic impulse, is a gift to the world of Jewish insight about human dignity, created in the image and likeness of God. So I think this is a pretty important responsibility that we all share.
Kenney also took credit for killing federal funding for the Canadian Arab Federation, a group he has attacked as anti-Semitic. The Conservative campaign was recently embarrassed when a volunteer organizer emailed the same group asking members to stand behind Stephen Harper in their ethnic costumes in a campaign event. That email was a mistake, the Tories later said. Kenney urged the students to volunteer distributing pamphlets, but told them that the Conservative Party didn't take their position on Israel for political reasons.
Some people in the media have said that our government has somehow a position on Israel or on Jewish issues has been calibrated to win votes. I just got to tell you, it's a pretty stupid way to win votes. If you understand the electoral alignment on these issues, as Joe mentioned, about 330,000 Jews in Canada, closer to 1% of the population than 1.5%, tending to live in urban constituencies, mainly in urban constituencies that, as Joe said, have not been accessible to our party in the past. So this is not, and there are a lot of other voters, more, who are not exactly friendly with this message or these positions that we take. And so why? Why? Because we actually, I know this is hard for some cynics to get to grasp, but we actually believe what we say.
For the Chronicle Herald, I'm Stephen Marr.